I was a POW for 18 months. And the funny thing about it, or the bad thing about it was, when I got captured, I weighed about 185 pounds. 18 months later, when I was liberated, I weighed 102. So if anybody's a little on the heavy side, I can recommend or mention the cure for that, starvation. Being a POW is pretty rough. We worked on a farm. We worked out with the cows, digging potatoes. And at one time we were digging potatoes. It was so cold we didn't know when we had a frozen clod of dirt or a potato. We put them in a basket and carried them out to the wagon. I guess the Germans would figure out which ones were good and which ones were not. Yeah, we had a group of about 18 of us that worked on a farm, and we lived in a barn most of the time. And we had body lice, and they were terrible. Up in the seams of your clothes. They didn't bother you of a daytime, but when we got in bed and got warmed up in the hay, they would start crawling all over you. You didn't have enough fingernails and toenails to turn them over. We had bed bugs, we had chiggers. Well, not so many chiggers, but we had bed bugs, sand fleas, body lice, head lice. Every one of us shaved our head at one time. And I'll tell you, they looked entirely different the next morning when we woke up and looked at them. We all got a big kick out of that. And the German guards were pretty rough.
I'm retired. I was with the 24th Infantry Regiment in Korea. The war started in June of 1950, and I got there in July of 1950. And I was captured in November 1950, Thanksgiving Day. And as they say, I became a guest of the Chinese for 2.5 years. And I was repatriated in April of 1953. And I spent a year in the hospital in Valley Forge before I was able to come home. And for the MIA POW program, when Godfrey Bumberg sent me a letter to come, I've been coming ever since, as over 20-some years ago. And I hope to make another one. And that's just about my story.